Welcome to AI Bedtime Stories. Today's story is called The Night of the Emerald Beetles. In the shadowed corners of Varick City, where the streets whispered secrets and the lamplight flickered like the last beats of a dying heart, June Bug Day was not just another mark on the calendar. It was a night shrouded in mystery and draped in the cloak of a hard-boiled detective story. For Detective Max Calloway, known for his sharp mind and even sharper tongue, it was about to become a night that would entangle him in the wings of fate. The story begins on a humid evening, as the city prepared for the annual June Bug Festival, a curious event celebrating the emergence of the emerald beetles that swarmed the city each year, their shells gleaming under the streetlights like scattered jewels. But beneath this spectacle lay a darker underbelly, as the festival also marked the anniversary of the unsolved mystery known as the Emerald Night, the disappearance of the renowned entomologist, Dr. Lillian March, who vanished without a trace 3 years ago to the day. As Max walked through the bustling festival, his detective instincts buzzed louder than the beetles in the air. The case had been cold for years, but tonight, a mysterious tip had reignited the spark of pursuit. An anonymous note had led him to the old March estate, now a shadow of its former glory, swallowed by overgrowth and decay. Pushing through the creaking gate, Max felt the weight of 1,000 eyes upon him, though the garden was seemingly deserted. The beetles hummed in the air, their eerie green light casting an otherworldly glow on the path that led to the heart of the estate. Inside, the air was thick with dust and silence, until the silence was broken by the soft, deliberate footsteps descending the grand staircase. There, framed by the dim light, stood a figure Max had thought he'd never see again: Drive. Lillian March, alive but not unscathed. Her appearance was that of someone who had wrestled with the darkest edges of the human psyche and barely escaped. Her tale was as twisted as the path that led to her disappearance. She spoke of a rare species of emerald beetle, one capable of producing a compound sought after by shadowy figures in the criminal underworld. Her research had attracted the wrong kind of attention, and fearing for her life, she had faked her disappearance to throw her pursuers off the scent, all while continuing her work in secrecy. But now, as the festival drew these creatures back to the city, so too did it draw the dangers that followed them. Dr. March had returned to seek Max's help, to finally put an end to the threats and bring the culprits to justice. Together, they devised a plan to lure out the criminal elements under the guise of the June Bug Festival, using the beetles themselves as a beacon. The climax unfolded under the cover of night, as the festival reached its peak. Max and Dr. March, hidden among the throngs of revelers, watched as the suspects converged on the location where they believed the valuable beetles would appear. It was there, amidst the chaos and the clamor, that Max and his unexpected ally sprang their trap, aided by the local police who had been clued into the plan. With the criminals apprehended and the mystery of the Emerald Night finally solved, the festival ended not with fear, but with a celebration of life and science. Dr. March's name was cleared, and she was hailed as a hero who had braved the dark for the sake of light. As for Max, the case reaffirmed his belief in the pursuit of truth, no matter how twisted the path. And as the last of the emerald beetles vanished into the night sky, he knew that June Bug Day would never be the same again. Thus, the Night of the Emerald Beetles became a story retold not just as a tale of a detective's cunning but as a reminder that sometimes the truth is stranger and more luminous than fiction.